Hi children, how are you? Hope you're all doing good, right? Fantastic. So let's start the session with prayer. Right. Join your hands, close your eyes, and listen to me. Okay? Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityumamritam Gamaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Fine, children. Now rub your hands and make a gentle pressure on your eyes. Very good. Let's start our session, children. Great. So till now what did we saw? We saw about nervous system. Very good. So what is nervous system? It is the system that comprises of brain, spinal cord, nerves and sense organs, in which nerves transfer the messages from brain to all sense organs of the body. Right? Among these sense organs of nervous system, brain is considered as the most active and important member. Could you clear? Then we saw about parts of nervous system. What are the parts? Yes, central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. What comprises of central nervous system? Yes, very good. It is brain and spinal cord. Then about peripheral nervous system, it comprises of sensory nerves, motor nerves and mixed nerves. Now we are going to see about central nervous system. What are the components? Brain and spinal cord. Very good. So what is brain? It is the control tower of a body, as it controls what it controls? Everything. It controls all the actions we are performing, right? Like speaking, walking, drawing, writing, running. Everything is controlled by a brain. So it is termed as control tower. Very good. Where it is located? Yes, it is located under the skull. Superb. So why it gets located under the skull, children? Because the skull will protect the brain from injury. For this reason only it is located under the skull. Okay? Very good. So, how the brain gets divided? The brain gets divided into three parts, namely cerebrum, cerebellum and medulla oblongata. Okay? So, cerebrum is the larger portion of the brain. It is responsible for thinking, memory intelligence, decision making, etc. And cerebellum is the rear part of the brain. It is present under the cerebrum and it is responsible for muscle movement and body balance. Very good. And medulla oblongata is a stem-like structure which connects cerebrum and cerebellum to spinal cord. And it is responsible for breathing, normal breathing and normal heart rate. Okay? And finally about spinal cord. What is spinal cord? It is the continuation of medulla oblongata. It is located at the middle of back and it is responsible for passing the messages from brain to all parts of the body and vice versa. Okay, would you clear, children? Very good. So coming to next, peripheral nervous system, right? Remaining nerves will come under peripheral nervous system. What are the nerves? Sensory nerves, motor nerves and mixed nerves. Okay, what is the function of sensory nerves? It carries messages from sense organs to brain. Motor nerves, it carries messages from brain to sense organs. Okay, then what is about mixed nerves? It performs the functions of both sensory nerves and motor nerves, right? Next, we are going to see about actions. Okay, how the actions get separated or categorized based on the consciousness of individual. Would you clear? So, if we perform an action with our conscious, it is termed as voluntary action. If we perform an action without our conscious, it is termed as involuntary actions. Would you clear? So here is the example for that voluntary and involuntary actions. Voluntary action is writing something, drawing something, okay, walking, talking. These are all comes under voluntary actions. Before doing the actions, we will think. After thinking only, we started to do that particular action. Those actions are called voluntary actions, right? So for example of involuntary actions, yes, that is touching a hot plate, touching a thorn, blinking of our eyes, heartbeat. These are involuntary actions. Without our knowledge, without our consciousness, these actions will be take place. Would you clear? Very good. So further, the involuntary action is categorized as automatic and reflex action. Right? Automatic action in the sense, without our conscious, these actions will happen. Example, blinking of eyes. We may not know when we have to blink the eyes like that. Often we will blink the eyes. Okay. So without our conscious, we start to blink the eyes, right? Those actions are called automatic actions. Then reflex actions. What are reflex actions? These also performed without our conscious, but with response to external stimulus. Would you clear, children? In response to external stimulus only, we will perform this type of involuntary actions. For example, touching a hot plate. Hot plate is an external stimulus. That hot plate made us to withdraw the hand suddenly. Okay, this is the reflex action. Okay, and touching a thorn. The thorn makes us to take the hand from the plant immediately. So the thorn is the external stimulus. So we will perform those actions without our conscious, with the response to external stimulus is called reflex action. Would you clear, children? So this picture represents how the sensory nerves and motor nerves will work, right? So when we supposed to touch a hot plate or hot pan, the sensory nerves transmits the message from hand to spinal cord or brain that I am touching a hot plate. In return, the motor nerves reply that suddenly withdraw the hand from that particular object. In this way, the sensory nerve and motor nerves takes the message from organs to brain and vice versa. Would you clear, children? So these are the topics we saw under this chapter, the nervous system. Would you clear about these topics, children? Very good. So now we are going to revise about the keywords that we had seen in this chapter. Right? So what are the keywords? Automatic action, reflex action, involuntary action, voluntary action, stimulus, cerebellum, cerebrum, sensory nerves, motor nerves and mixed nerves. Right, children? Would you clear about these keywords? Very good. So make a note of these keywords in your classwork note. Okay, it will be very helpful for you, right? So write these keywords in your classwork note. Okay, so for the next session, study the practice zone 1 and 2 of your concept book. Okay, study the practice zone 1 and 2 of your concept book. For the next session, I'll ask questions from those practice zone. Would you clear, children? Okay then. Till then, stay safe, stay connected. Right?